it's cold, it's impressive. And it tastes great.
We see, we know.
Go for a swim earlier.
Don't know how to swim.
Must have been some other oozing, stinking lump floating downstream.
What are we supposed to be doing?
By the glory of Mother Gith, tell me you've taken the Orphic Hammer.
Kithrak Voss, may the astral sea be still as you cross it.
And may your mind be of steel, so your blade may be of silver to Lakmagir. Have you retrieved the Orphic Hammer? Will our prince's chains finally be broken? The remaining honor guard serve as my eyes and ears. Vlaakith's forces hunt you and the prism. My allies have slayed more than you know, so that you might travel freely. As for those that break through, you've proven more than capable of bleeding them yourself.
What's this, cousin? Another absolutist come to see what we did to poor old Sarin. Your god took her mind, cultist, so Bereki took her head, and I burned the flesh from her bones. And now you come to interrupt the funeral rites. Yes, cousin. An excellent idea. Cousin says we will take you in return. He says you look just like kindling for Sarin's funeral pyre. I took my friend's life, but only after your god took her soul. Sarin, Bereki, and I, we were the three finest thieves in Baldur's Gate. We broke into the offices of Gortash, discovered he was with the Absolute too. Your fellow cultists hunted us, so we hid down here. We were safe, and so was our loot, until the darkness soured Sarin's mind. She kept our treasure from us. Said Bereki and I had gone strange. Hush, cousin. Sarin turned into a cultist herself, so we did what we had to. Bereki wept until his voice was gone, and then he was gone too, leaving only me to conduct Sarin's rites. And my cousins here. You cannot conduct the rites without a clan to bear witness. Or some fuel for the fire. She swore she was no cultist. But you all lie. The Absolute turns you. I don't know. Pass then, and do not come back. This is Sarin's final resting place, and a killing ground for all who come to disturb her.
Troublemakers.
Shut up and keep your mucky little peepholes peeled.
What's this? Whatever it's called, it's impressive.
The counting house. More bastion than bank, I'm afraid. Minsk must have a way in. But it's never had much use for coin beyond whatever sharp steel it could buy. There must be something in the vaults the Great Chosen are after. All the more reason to get there. Swiftly. Only what we heard from Keen. He seems to have sprung up while we were out in the Shadowlands. The Stone Lord she describes sounds nothing like Minsk. As for the name, well, a bad joke perhaps. The time of troubles ended almost a century and a half ago. I weathered the years between with all the elven grace you have no doubt come to expect. But do you know how Minsk, a human, passed those years? I'll give you a hint. They named him the Beloved Ranger.
The name strikes a dim memory. A monument to a hero on one of the city's squares, which had turned out to be the hero himself, frozen in stone until the city's hour of need.
No! He's an idiot who pissed off some gutter mage with a flair for petrification. To this day, I still don't know all the details. I don't even know how he was freed. Harper work would take me from the city, sometimes for years at a time. The few occasions I visited his monument, well, I took it as a moment for reflection. To think of old friends, and the fight I had to continue in their name. And during all my self-serious brooding, that big, dumb, insufferable buffoon was staring me in the face. I did. On occasion, I even found myself critiquing the stonework. Surely his head was not so large as this. I cannot call myself a particularly good friend, but I am his friend, and I cannot let Nine Fingers have him. You're sure? Later, then. I tell you not to get in trouble, but I suspect it will find you whether you like it or not.
So, this Stone Lord is the legendary Minsk. And a newly minted cultist, no less. Are we sure we want to find him before Nine Fingers does? I doubt he'll be pleased to see us. Darling, I thought you'd never ask. Lead on.
What's that? Something over there.
We watch.
What's that?
A rush of ancient whispers fills your mind as you approach the door. It is rife with magic. Old, deathly magic.
A new vessel brimming with blood darkens Bhaal's door. to baptize his deus most holy. Do you have proof of your faith to our Lord?
At least things have stayed interesting. Something over there. That water looks tainted. Better to avoid it.
It's the false chosen. One who would die by our hand is unworthy indeed.
Making the move. This is worth the cost. To put my hands on everything. use. It's blocked.
My move.
Let's get going.
Traps.
Watch it.
How considerate. Flowers are so overrated. They're bright, gaudy, and almost never make good poisons.
The colours are frightfully vivid, but I've come to grow fond of Faerun's flora. Delicate stems grown from mighty roots.
I know.
Each their...
Beautiful day, isn't it? Do make the most of it. You never know how many you've got left.
I need a quick word.
The penitent looks at you silently. expectantly. The penitent doesn't respond, holding your gaze almost unblinkingly with his. The penitent doesn't respond, holding your gaze almost unblinkingly with his. The penitent doesn't respond, holding your gaze almost unblinkingly with his. There is the slightest flicker of acknowledgement in his eyes. The penitent blinks. You think. You are dismissed.
Always room for more?
The corpse has nothing to say.
What's hiding here? Breathe deep and move. Let's have a look. That's curious. Bet I can crack that open. Gruesome sight. A necromantic ritual, perhaps. This jar. It feels like death itself. A sure sign of necromancy at work.
corpse regards you lifelessly.
Beggar, vagrant, scum. My name was Taran. Carrion. Mystic Carrion. Medium. Monster. Liar. Promised better life, given only death. Carrion offered shelter, safety. I was desperate.
The spell's power wanes. You can ask no more questions.
Let's see.
The vessel returns, most shamefully unleaking. Prove your faith. Then you must know the way. Present the symbol, proof of your father's favor. An amulet of the Dread Lord's likeness. Simple for his spawn to acquire.
Will show us the way!
And what will happen to those who oppose us? They'll be burned!
What do I think of Lord Gortash's still watch? Well, I am so glad you asked, Edvard. No, a bit too Mr. Neil.
Broadsheet's rather dull today.
Afternoon. As long as they do their jobs, they can sing sea shanties.
Halt, Civi. Turn back. This is an active crime scene.
Hold on, Thornhill. I'm tired of standing here. Devella's been up there for ages. Some diversion would be welcome.
Constable Devella said she wasn't to be...
Investigator Valeria outranks her. As you were, Civi. Fair warning, though. She's in a foul mood.
Youngling's parlor. A place to receive clients and informants. I wonder if it's as I remember it.
Bollocks! I told those idiots not to let anyone through. You. Name, rank, and reason for interrupting an active crime scene. For your sake, the last one better be bloody good. To fetch her another bottle of mead, no doubt. Yes, I'm Devella, the unfortunate colleague. Unless you've got useful information, leave me to my work. Duke Stelmane's dead, and I've got to find who killed her. God, that's it. Proof that I was right. I've been working on an assignment, see? A research project of sorts. I knew my conclusions were sound, but this... I never expected this. I'll tell you what I know. A century ago, there was a man, Saravok Anchev. He was a child of the god of murder, Bhaal. He ruled the Iron Throne, a dark tower hiding a darker secret. It was the front for a deadly arms-dealing network. There, Saravok amassed an army and sought to become a god. Under his stewardship, the Bhaal Temple was revived. And with it, the Bhaal cult itself. Fortunately, the temple was destroyed. And to cleanse the city of Saravok's memory, the Iron Throne was torn from its foundations and cast into the Chionthar. For most, that was the end of it. But cults like that don't disappear overnight. That list you spoke of confirms I'm right. The Bhaal cult is back. And someone is out there, continuing Saravok's work. Stranger things have come back to haunt this city. The brutality of the killings is on a par with Saravok's own. But there's something more here. Something new. There's a reference to these murders. A certain flair. It's as if they were done in worship. The precision of the cuts. The depth, the execution. The best butchers in Faerun couldn't make a cut like that. Trust me, I've asked them. I tried to explain all this to my superiors, but they wouldn't have any of it. They told me to drop it. Told me the city doesn't need another conspiracy theorist and to get back to doing my job before they find someone else to do it for me. But you're not bound by such constraints. Oh, help me out here. Help the city out. I bet if you follow the trail of these murders, you'll be able to unearth the truth of this resurgence. Believe me, I wish I could, but I need this job. There are patriarchs on the murder target list. I'm oath-bound to secure them first, so I'll be heading to the upper city next. While I'm there, the other potential victims will be at risk. Could you warn them? Not from round here, are you? We're in Baldur's Gate. This is just how things work. Thank you. That's all I can ask, and more than I hoped. Once I'm done with the Patriarchs, I'll head to Basilisk Gate to have another go at convincing my superiors to put some resources into this matter. Meet me there if you've anything more to report. And good luck.
Bloodied ring. Guess the killer didn't want jewelry. Something's on my mind.
Well, well, look what the bugbear dragged in. Can't believe we both made it to the city, and with our limbs attached. Working. What else? Alan's short on coppers. The counting house is screwing him over. He was willing to hire anyone who'd work for cheap. And I'm nothing if not cheap. Check the roof. But you didn't hear that from me. Oh, you are smooth, hero. I knew there was a reason I missed you. I need to get back to work, but stick around. You brighten the place up. Heading to the roof.
What's that?
It's you! Look at us! We made it to the city! We made it to the Elf Song Tavern! And are you? Never thought I'd live to perform for the greatest audience in the realms. The entirety of Baldur's Gate. Larissa lets me practice up here when she's on shift downstairs. She's too good to me. But you, I have a bone to pick with you, oh brave adventurer. Big trouble. The most trouble you've ever been in. I've decided I'm not going to perform in the elf song. Mainly because only the elf song itself is allowed to perform. I'm going to open up a school of bards, the best in the realms, to usher in a new age of magic and musicianship. And it's because of you that I dared to dream big enough. You're going to make me cry, damn you. Here. My very first lute. Tuned to perfection. Thought you'd appreciate it when I'm rich and famous. Take care, my friend. Thank you for helping a stumbling bard in a druid's grove find her spark again.
Listen, pal, if you're not moving my share of broadsheets, you're in my way. Shift!
These writers sure do have a lot to say. The amount of trees they must have cut down to print all these papers. And people complain about the steel watch taking up resources. Huh.
Don't tell our writers that. Their egos are big enough as it is.
Well, well, if it isn't the city's next celebrity. You star in our next edition's top story. Oh, we have plenty of ink. Enough to cover all your misadventures in this good city. Trafficking refugees into our city is hardly a good look. Especially when so many are absolutists and murderers. The truth will be out with tomorrow's broadsheet. People will spit in your face. Your very presence will be bad for business. You'll be a pariah, an outcast, as you should be. And then, we can only hope the fist do their duty and escort you to the gallows. Your days of scumming up this good city streets will be over. Pray tell, how exactly will you disseminate that information? What's the name of your highly popular broadsheet? No? Exactly. The headlines are loaded into the printworks already. Tomorrow, you will feel the power of free speech. Vox populi, vox dei. Now, guards! I believe our distinguished guest was just leaving. Would you care to escort them out?
What about she always has
That's just
juicy in the Gazette.
The Steel Watch don't need to talk. They're
Baldurian house.
But that's precisely why he's a
Remarkably light. I don't feel a thing.
Why, hello there. We were just about to try some of Master Metzley's delightful wines. Would you care to join us?
Oh, they do look ever so tasty.
Ah, Mrs. Highbury, I prefer to conduct tastings individually, so I may assess your palate.
Call me Cora, Master Metzley. And I'm afraid I must insist on their joining us. Wine's no good without company, after all.
The wine scent is almost sickly sweet, with an acrid note just on the periphery. Poison.
No, it was perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. You have sullied it with knowledge, made it an unclean sacrifice. I will remember your face, and I will peel it from your skull should you interfere again.
Please keep your eyes
I'm trying to enjoy. Not drunk enough to listen to your.
Stealing is the best way to get things for free.
Paraphrase. areas and a location. We should find this Kemble Hallow place. Have to keep going.
Did you see Lord Gortash's latest interview in the Beholder's Mouth?
What things for it?
Trust our readers to make up their own minds.
You speak as if the plague throne is not already here, striding among us. Power waxes. And soon, the cycle will reach its zenith. Should you want it to?
Here goes nothing. No time to rest.
Do I look like I was...
Can't keep me out.
Stop wasting my time.
That's curious.
The locked door has red text on it reading, "All are awaited, all are embraced. None shall escape." It reminds you of the symbol people say has been seen at recent ritual murder sites. You should investigate those serial killings. Flaming fists this way.
Present me well from gifts thine own, or I shall rend thy flesh from bone. A grasping hand, an offering vile. Enter now the dread Lord's trial.
You gaze upon murder's progeny, child.
His most ill-trusted zealots.
His faithful departed.
Prodigal servants, each returns to do his bidding eternally.
This is the court of the dread Lord's tribunal. I am its custodian. Here come those who seek to transcend, aspirants of his most profane order, the would-be unholy assassins of Bhaal. But you are no mere aspirant. I did not expect to see you again. So it is true. You have returned.
Saravok Anchev, a relic of your cursed line, a Bhaal spawn who failed to become chosen.
I have heard it said you lost your memories. Let me revive them. You were once Bhaal's favorite. You worshipped him the way he would wish. Your bloodlust innate. Your thirst for butchery unslakable. But you were foolish enough to think yourself untouchable. You didn't see Orin rising through the ranks. You were blinded by her artistry, her devotion. You believed she worshipped you as much as all the others. Your fall was as spectacular as your birth. The purest Bhaal spawn there ever was. Ruined by his own hubris. But now, you have returned. Tell me, are you here to have your vengeance on my granddaughter? She is the child of my child, and your bloodkin. But she only seeks the Bhaalian favor you were born to inherit. She may have usurped you once, but all her rites and rituals will never match her to your natural gift. Bhaal is about to name a new chosen. All is between you and my granddaughter Orin now. And Orin has much to learn. Our Lord does not care for beauty. Bhaal cares only for death. Death in numbers. Death in droves. It is a lesson Orin will only learn in death. I wonder if you will be the one to teach her. She wronged me. In killing her, you honor our father with a eulogy of blood. I have heard of the duel Orin proposed to you. She seeks to sacrifice you in our father's temple. She dreams that your corpse will be her masterpiece. But she forgets, before your incident, you were the true master. You were murder, pure murder. No excesses, no pretensions. I believe you will be the one to slay Orin. But you will need my help. I see you have not embraced your birthright yet. Perhaps with my stewardship, Father will bless you yet, before you may return to our father's fold. I must first ensure that you remain as pure and worthy of his blessings as you once were. Come, child of murder, let me lead you in Bhaal's worship. Forgive me, child of Bhaal. I forget myself.
Reverence.
Zeal.
Long may he reign.
We have a sacrifice prepared for you, child of murder. Let us celebrate your becoming. Come, child of Bhaal. offer thanks unto your father for your birth, and in so doing, be reborn anew. Slaughter this celestial being, spill its blood into the void, and through eradication of its goodness, be exalted.
No choice but to keep going. Don't waste a step. Come on, open up.
Took you bloody long enough. You've no idea how wrinkles like mine get caught in chains like that. I suppose some thanks are in order. You did a good job putting a stop to those Bhaalist Burks. Though I do wish you'd figured this all out before I, put the blame for Father Lorgan's murder on that poor refugee. Well, at least it's over now. You might not be finished. I am. It's plain to see that I'm well out of my depth here. But you gave these reprobates a proper seeing to. You clearly have what I don't. Courage, insight, heroism. The city needs you. I overheard these pigs talking. There's a Bhaal temple deep within the old Undercity that the cult is using. A century ago, it was destroyed by a group of heroic sorts. Let's hope history repeats itself, eh? This place is foul as piss. I'm out of here.
What's in here?
spill of murderous loins approaches once more. Show a proof of faith. Spillage. Worthy hands hold proof of faith as the Dread Lord desires. Walk in blood.
The corpse does not respond.
Looks like an ambush.
My path be true. Open up!
be on my way. That might be worth a look. Better not be cursed.
The Lord of Murder shall perish.
Cling, you rats. They swarm when an elder brain is near. We must be close to its hiding place. Turn back. We must have all the nether stones before we approach the brain.
You picked the wrong fight, friend.
From their passage.
Corpses.
Saith the wise
Move with purpose.
and the glory of what is to come.
Did not see. He did not know.
Nothing hurts anymore. If not over, then through.
But please, don't look at me.
I brought my own paring knife. Now I just need some ingredients, and I'm gonna make something really good, I promise.